dog has a gun and refuses to take his medication. Don't listen to them, it's a lie! I don't need my meds. I need Target.
I was looking at crappy memes on my phone. But that's not what this video is for. This video was after the other video. But this video is for the Joker movie in particular. Which is a lot of stirring controversy, so this will have spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie...
Get out of here.
Get out of this video now.
Leave. Go. Fucking idiot. Why would you click on this video?
But for all the people who are here that have already seen the movie, let's get into it.
Yeah. Okay. First off, how did Joaquin Phoenix say that 10 times fast?
Walking Phoenix, 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 Walking Phoenix.
You just have to say walking Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like a walking bird.
You said I couldn't do it, so I did.
I guess I'll leave the video now. Get the fuck out of here.
Basically, the movie, when it starts out, you're kind of already like thinking what's going on because like I can't remember. I think within the first few scenes they describe how he was already in Arkham Asylum.
Mm-hmm.
He was already crazy.
Yeah.
But they didn't really show much of it, but he was already taking the medication and stuff like that. And the way they set it up was like, you know, he wasn't really that crazy. You're kind of like on his side because, you know, you're not really understanding anything at first. Like he seems like he's just a guy with a laughing issue.
Right.
You know, when he's dressed up as a clown and the kids of all people beat him up and he can't catch them, it's like, yeah, that's like...
Dude, and the laugh too, like the way... And you know how they like, gave something like that lady the card on the bus?
Yeah,
sorry,
diagnosis card.
You feel so bad for him because he's just like, you know, like...
Yeah, and then when the...
Yeah.
No, I don't want to skip too far ahead. But I was going to quote when... Later in the movie when the three gentlemen that were on Wall Street, the younger kids that were bullying the girl, and then he started laughing then too.
Dude, and they start singing the Send in the Clown song.
They played that at the end of the movie.
I know, yeah, in the credits.
It was good. The movie was clever.
Dude, that easily, like, guys, if you haven't seen The Joker, you know, even if it's out of theaters already.
I bet there's some people in here watching this right now, even though they haven't seen it, and they're just listening to spoilers. So you guys need to go see it anyways, because honestly, we can't even give the movie credit enough for what it did, because the reason why there's so much stir and stuff like that is because I think it's true to life, and while most people may not understand the darker tones of it, it's like that is realistic. And the reason why it gets them feeling a certain way is because we know it's all realistic, you know what I mean? Like what's going on today, nowadays, like the world's going crazy, so I mean that's kind of the reason why they released this kind of movie at this time, but you know what I mean? It hit a lot of valid points, and it really did. And it was good for all the people that are into DC comic books that didn't really know Joker. You know what I mean? Because like when you hear about Joker and you watch his previous everything and stuff like that, and you read the comic books, he seems like a crazy asshole. Mm-hmm. But when you watch this movie, it humanizes him. Like,
it makes
and it makes you understand him, and it makes you kind of go like hurt for him throughout the whole movie. You know what I mean? Because like, dude, you wouldn't understand why he went crazy. Like you understand after this movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was crazy to begin with.
No, that's what I think. When I think about it more,
because they were hinting throughout the movie all the stuff that was happening. Like
and like when I think about it more, like you know, even at the beginning of the movie, like I think all of it because like Arthur's like laying down in one scene in the bed. Like, before he goes on the Murray show. Or, no, I think it's right after he gets the call or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then he's, like, laying on the bed, and then you see a newspaper that says, like, oh, kill the rich, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like the whole entire thing was all dramatized, like, in his own head. Mm-hmm. Like, he, like, made up the society, like, having problems. He made up, like, you know, all these things to kind of, like, justify his, like, way of feeling that way. I don't know, because, like, in the beginning, like, I was thinking, like, oh, yeah, he's a really nice guy, but then... I don't know. Like you just realize like he's absolutely fucking insane, you know. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what the Joker is. So that's why
I definitely feel like that too, though. But like you said, like when we talked about it earlier, you said he's a good guy. He was a good guy in the movie. He wasn't a bad guy at all. He just got every corner and every single thing that happened to him in the movie did not go his way, and it went turned for the worse. Actually, like really, really, really like one of the most extreme levels that people could take in real life. Because like I said, man, if you watch that movie. And you put yourself in his shoes and you go back to everything he's experiencing day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, all the way up into what he did on the Murray show. It's like, dude, come on. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
There's not much you can do in his sense, man. The guy literally straight up can't even talk to people without freaking out and laughing. So imagine if you had an issue like that. You wouldn't have nothing. Like, you really wouldn't. Especially in today's society, dude. There'd be videos of you on every social media platform and you'd probably have no real friends, so...
Right. The fact that he even, like, got on stage for, like, stand-up comedy, like, you know...
Yeah, that was another freaky part of the movie too, though, because like when he first stood up and he was laughing and he was really quiet, and you were like, oh man, he's in a bomb, and then he starts telling the jokes and you start hearing the crowd laugh, and then they play like the happy music, like it's going well for him, and then they go back through and it goes back to that scene, dude, and they're all laughing at him. You know what I mean? And they're not laughing with him; they're laughing at him because they're like, what the
right? And he's imagining that one girl sitting in the audience.
Yeah,
as a. What do you call it?
Which is creepy too. Another thing that was creepy too in the movie was like, dude, when he met her, the only reason he started liking her is because she was like talking to her daughter that apparently she made the vibes of not wanting, and then she put the gun to her head. And that's when Joker was like, oh, I like her. Let me play my joke of shooting myself in the face.
And I think he was imagining all that too. Like she didn't actually do that.
100%.
You know? Like
because then at the end, like you said, at the end of the movie.
Yeah, like right when you see her in the elevator when she gets in with her kid, and she like looks at him like, oh my god, like such a rough day.
Yeah.
And then he's like...
But then at the end, after all the stuff starts going on, after he kills those people, and he like just randomly walks into her house and sits her, and she comes out and she says, oh, you're Arthur from up the hallway. It's like, then that's when you realize, like, holy crap, they actually haven't met one time.
And that's where he realizes it.
Yeah.
Because he like went into her apartment to like be comforted.
Yeah.
And then like, that's what happens. Like he tries all these...
Literally going crazy.
He tries all these ways to feel better. Like he goes and visits, to meet Thomas Wayne. And then, it turns out like...
And his therapist can't help him, and then they get bought out or something, and all the therapist people lose their jobs too, and then he's like, where can I get my medication? And she's like, well, tough luck. And that happens in real life all the time.
And that's like healthcare, yeah.
I thought it happens in real life all the time.
Yeah.
The bullying that he experiences because of his disability happens all the time. It's like, oh, that stuff is really realistic, dude.
Yeah, that's the message
dude,
of the movie.
Imagine dressing up as a clown. You have a gun. It's like, and if you go through all that stuff that he went through, and you have a gun on yourself, you're not going to use it, but you've been through a lot, and it's building up, bro. And then you go on a train going home after you losing your job, and you get beat up by 3 kids. Mm-hmm. Like, man, actually, not really kids. They were like 24, 25. So by that time, you know what I mean? You're getting beat up by them for what? Because you started laughing because you can't control yourself.
Yeah, and they were laughing before he was, and that's the thing. Like, you're like... It's like, dude.
And he tried to give them the card. Did you notice that? He was trying to get his card to show it to them, and they didn't even take it. It's like, dude, come on. You kind of get what you get.
He's like, I have a disorder, yeah.
You get a kid with you get a guy with a disorder who's been beaten his whole life, crazy his whole life, his terrible life, and then you get a moment like that. It's like, dude, it's like, what do you expect? It's not going to...
And then when he reads the file on himself, too.
Yeah.
At Arkham, and he like steals it from that guy.
Yep.
And you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
And that's when
it talks about him as a kid being beaten up, tied to the furnace, and like it's just his whole life from start to the movie.
Mm-hmm. Find out he was adopted, and that really set him off.
It's just like in the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, dude. That.
Yeah, the violin, dude, is depressing.
And then,
but it wasn't like depressing. It was like sad. It was like, dude, it got inside of you, dude. It's like you understand his rage at the same time.
It's like happy and sad. Oh yeah, when he's doing the dance in the bathroom, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, what? And I feel like that's like the way he dances. It's like kind of like going through the emotions of like crazy and sad and like everything at the same time. Dude, the staircase scene where he's dancing down the stairs.
Yeah.
I thought that was freaking amazing, dude.
It was amazing.
With the song?
Everything that whole movie is a masterpiece. That's why it broke the internet and the world, and there's so much controversy. When someone makes a movie like that, it's like you can't say it's not good. Like it's really, really, really good. It struck people to the point where you were emotional about it, good or bad, dude.
Yeah, it's undeniable.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And I guess the last thing is like throughout the whole part of the movie and everything like that, you really understand, and like the hints towards the Murray show and like them hinting that throughout the whole movie was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But comparing the Keith Ledger compared to this guy, it's like, for one, it doesn't even make sense to do it because Keith Ledger I don't even think he had enough time to prepare like this guy did for the Joker, and Keith Ledger, dude, he was like endgame Joker. Like he was already Joker that's been through the mob and been through the I have all my guys and I'm ready to take down Gotham and literally try to kill Batman and blow everything up and kill the mayor at the same time. It's like, dude, that's like super Joker. That's like when he's like
matured.
The craziest, like he can shoot guns and beat you up kind of Joker. It's like that's him. It's like this Joker is not anywhere near close to that. He literally just killed 3 men for the first time in his life. And in the movie you see it's not good. He's not a professional. You know what I mean? He's like he's base. Like just starting turning crazy.
Yeah, and the whole time, like,
different kinds of Jokers.
And no one even knows who killed the people on the subway. They just knew it was a clown. Yeah. And that's why everyone, like, that's what sparked the whole uprising.
And he admitted it at the end.
Yeah.
On TV, and then he pop Murray.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that fucking scene was, wow. Yeah. That scene was perfect. He's like, how about another joke, Murray?
Yeah, dude.
what do you get when you cross the mentally ill order with a society that abandons it and treats them like trash? And he's like, call the police.
Dude,
I'll tell you what you get.
Want to know something crazy? The Jimmy Kimmel review, the thing he had.
Well, they showed the video. Yeah, that's what that whole thing was. That was on purpose.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah, that was all planned.
Yeah, dude, they're being mean to him on purpose.
Yeah, that all planned.
Stupid, though. He didn't like it. He didn't even seem like he enjoyed it, though. In his interview with him, with Jimmy Kimmel, the actor, he didn't seem like he was enjoying it.
I think Joaquin's not good though. Sure. Like he can literally do anything, like whenever the fuck he wants to act.
He probably expected this to happen after the movie anyway, so.
Yeah, well, I'm sure like if he knew he was on camera, so like honestly, like if you're on a movie set and like the camera's on you, it's like dude, like whatever you do is probably going to be documented and shared.
True.
So, he knew it. And I think he was staying in character doing that. Like just talking shit about people.
It would be cool. Do you think they're going to put this guy with Harley Quinn?
The Margot Robbie one?
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. They're two different
the tempo,
styles.
The tempo of hers is like explosions and bright colors and paint.
And Jared Leto's in that new Birds of Prey movie, so he's still the Joker, but...
What?
Yeah, he's like a little cameo in the Birds of Prey movie. You seen the Birds of Prey trailer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He came back for that.
Jared Leto is the Joker.
I love you, Jared, but...
Yeah. Well...
Yeah.
That's probably the end. Let us know what you think in the comments and how you feel about the movie and if you liked it. But, yeah. Joker was a good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Oh, yeah, and, for future videos, like, if you have any questions or you want to leave a comment... a story, like we're gonna react to those too. So,
if you don't agree with some of the stuff that we said in this video about the movie, you need to maybe go see the movie a second time or change your perspective about the movie. Like try to think about it in a different way and try to really view yourself as him. Like get in his head and see like if you would do the same things because like anybody would. Dude, you literally, no one can take that amount of abuse your whole life like that without breaking and doing something. It's like no one can do that.
So, absolutely. Which is
but all right.
Scares people, but yeah. Thank you guys.
You guys have a good day. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
What do we do now? We should do this, bro. People do this, right? I'm gonna do this.
Go ahead. Touch it. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. I didn't stop it.
You didn't stop it?